Hi, I'm Susan Smith, and I manage the Grief Support and Life Legacies programs for South Texas Blood and Tissue Center. Thank you so much for being here with us today for our grief activity. Today we're going to do grief spirals. Wouldn't it be great if grief actually were in stages or tasks and you could do one, check it off, move on to the other one, check it off? Not that simple. It's also not a circle. It doesn't go just around and around and around, keeping in the same place. It's a spiral. It moves up and down. It comes in and out. Sometimes it can be more intense, sometimes more room for breath. So sit back, grab some supplies, and join us as we move forward. I would love people to think about their loved ones who have died as they move through this project. Find materials that remind you of your loved one. Be it colors, be it designs. There's so many different patterns that you can find. Put different patterns together. Sometimes memories are good, sometimes memories are bad, but it all comes together to make a really beautiful picture. As I see grief as a spiral, I think about spirals being either narrow at the top and wider at the bottom. It could be vice versa, and sometimes the spirals, they'll go one direction. If you spin them, they'll move one direction. You can spin it the other way, it will go the other direction. So for me, grief as a spiral, they go all directions. And the spiral at the top, where it's closer together, that's where grief can be more intense, more painful, harder to catch your breath. As the spiral gets bigger, as you move down, it gives more breath room. It doesn't mean that the grief isn't there, it gives more breath room. And then it doesn't stay that way though, get to the bottom, and then it moves back up. So it's not linear. It moves up, it moves down. I like this project in particular. To me, it was fun. It's fluid. I like that part of the grief. Again, grief isn't one set way to feel. You're not going to feel horrible all the time. And it's okay to have fun while you're moving through the grief process. And I love that it's so individual with the different spirals that you can do. I don't want every spiral to be the same. Grief isn't the same. Our memories aren't the same. I liked it. It's fun. All right, so let's get going on our spirals. I'm going to start with the larger piece of paper. However, don't think I need the whole piece. So I'm going to cut it down. So I can get the dream catcher, which is important to me. It reminds me of people in my life who have died. And then the spiral, and start in a circle. Again, don't worry about perfection, y'all. What we're looking for is the process. Grief is messy. And then you come out to the spiral because we want to have a place where we can attach it. And then, I think that might be a little too long for me. So here's my spiral. If you were to look at it, you might not be able to tell that there's a picture. However, bring it down. And there's the dream catcher. And what you might want to do as well, you can flip it over. On the underneath side, you can write messages to your loved one, or you can write things that have been difficult since the death has happened. Flipping it back over, you could, if you wanted to, write things that have helped since your loved one has died. And again, sometimes we talk about that as being inner feelings and outer feelings. Sometimes the inner feelings we don't want other people to know about. Sometimes our outer feelings are the, oh, I'm good, I'm fine. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. But again, remember, when it moves, sometimes the picture will come together. Sometimes it won't. So here we go again. Let's make some more spirals. Maybe I won't use the full size of the paper this time. I don't want everything to be the same on my mobile. And okay. Seeing I did the one design that I like, the dream catcher, some solid colors here. You can choose whatever color you like. There are also packs that you can buy at the store for different holidays. For instance, there's New Year's, there's 4th of July, there's summer, There are packs, as you've seen, that have glitter, marble type designs. You name it, stores have it. Okay, so now we've got the spirals here. We need something to put them on, some sort of holder. For today, I'm going to use dowels. You can also use straws. You can go outside, find some sticks or branches. You can also use embroidery hoops, anything that you can put together to hold our spirals. Okay, y'all, and here we go. For today's purposes, I'm taping. And this grief, trying to get the tape together. Messy, grief is messy, all right. And are they even? Nope, that's okay. We're not looking for perfection by any means. And if you would rather tie them together with a string, that's good too. So here we go. Here's to start with. So here's our holder. Now, I'm using string today. And again, I love some bright colors. So I'm just gonna cut some string here, some yarn, and you can use string if you want, ribbon, curling ribbon, different lengths. I have no idea how long this is. Whoa! Again, grief gets tangled sometimes. And I'm gonna start with the dream catcher. And I'm going to tape the string, and actually, I'm going to, see, change your mind as you work on the process, right? I'm going to tie this string to the dowel, hopefully. And now, I cut it way too long. Let's try this. Tape it here. It's not neat. And let's see what happens. It's too short. I feel like a marionette. You'll know about puppets. You know, I might want to change my mind and put this one closer to the middle. So let's tie it. Maybe if I used the hand I'm supposed to be using. And it doesn't matter if there's leftover string up here. And then take whichever, and you can make the string as long as you want, the spiral. Tape it to, when you hold it here, to the top side. I'm not going to use as much tape. Maybe one more. And you can also use color tape. They've got glitter tape, y'all. And then, let's see what happens. There we go. And you can move it out a little bit. All right, thank you all for being here today with us for the Spirals of Grief activity. And as always, until we are together again, here's hugs from my heart to yours.